do with their proposal. I'm going to file it in its proper place because that's where it belongs, the trash.
Hello, family. Welcome back to another episode of Journey to Harmony. I'm your host, Richard Harmon. On today's episode, we want to talk about the UAW and the GM, Stellantis, and Ford companies that are in the process of possibly going into a strike. So over the last 15 years or so from the 2008 crisis, what happened was that the UAW gave back a lot of concessions in terms of worker pay, in terms of benefits and different things like that, just in terms of helping to keep the company running over that time period so the company wouldn't go under. Over the last 15 years, these companies have been able to make billions and billions of dollars, but those funds have not been returned that were once given up. So now we're at a certain point right now, we're looking at a strike. There's concern for AI and different automation that's being implemented. And as we saw with UPS, this is also getting ready to impact the overall negotiation. I'm going to go ahead and play a video here. We'll come back in just a moment and we'll discuss what we saw.
Morning, because this one has been interesting to track. Tensions are growing between car makers and the United Auto Workers Union, causing Ford and others in the sector to slide on Thursday. Concerns are now starting to rise that a strike could be hitting the auto industry should a contract not be agreed upon next month. Yahoo Finance's Pras Subramanian has more on this story. Pras, great to see you this morning. What do we know?
Hey, Red. So yeah, it's Ford, GM, and Stellantis, the big three that are in the sort of crosshairs of the UAW. It seems the union is really gearing up for a fight here, demanding better pay, better pension, fewer work hours, and among other things. So, an analysis done by Bloomberg found that these demands over the course of a 3 or 4 year union contract could cost the big three around $80 billion. In lost profits. But, on the UAW side, the union says that they took a lot of sacrifices after the great financial crisis, took a lot of sort of concessions there to keep these automakers alive, and they haven't been paid back for them over the years. Meanwhile, the big three have sort of had record profits for the last few years, and even GM and Ford just this past few weeks upped their profit guidance for 2023. So there's a big fight going here where the unions are saying we need to be paid more, and the automakers say, hey, we got to be competitive versus the Teslas and the Kias and Hyundais that don't pay union wages. How are we going to compete against them? So it's a big fight, and we'll see who blinks first come September 14th, when that is the date of the union contract goes out of as it expires.
All right, family. So there you see here. So a few demands here are going to be played on the screen as I'm talking. There's a desire kind of for a 40% increase in pay. A lot of these people are concerned because the move from gas-powered vehicles over to EV vehicles gives GM and these other companies an opportunity to move their plants from one place to another. There's been talk about possibly that the move could cut workers' pay in half as they're moved from one area to another. So if you're paying $30 an hour somewhere in the north, you can possibly pay someone in the south maybe $17 or $18 per hour down there. So there's a lot of strife going on. There's not a lot of good blood, and most likely this is going to a strike, unfortunately. What are your thoughts for those of you who are on the front lines? What are you seeing over there? And for the most part, it looks like it's going to be a cascading event that's going to happen around the country. I believe FedEx is probably going to go into a strike at some point. You have a few other companies as well that are probably going to be in terms of striking, in terms of looking to gain some ground on the company as they are collecting record profits but not sharing exactly with their companies. I'm gonna play a clip here just showing you in terms of the amount of money that CEOs were making in 2008 in comparison to what they are now, and as well as how the workers are making currently in compared to what they were doing. What are your thoughts on this? Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day.